And good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is the DOUG here. Once again, and of course, I have Mr. 45 in the chat party, and Fine Ninja went to go get him some grub. Put in the comments section what do you think Fine Ninja went to eat, and we'll find out if it's true or not doing Mortal Kombat 11. And how you doing today, Mr. 45?
Yeah, alright.
Alright, it's good to hear. And I'm here to review my 237th Platinum, My Big Sister, which came out May 7th of this year, and it was released by Radica Games SL and created by Stranger Games. Ironically enough, this game's got 63 ratings on it, and of course you'll get my rating for trophies and the game overall at the end of the video. Now, if you need a description, meet Lusa, a sarcastic 12-year-old with a playful sense of humor. If you believe what she says, My Big Sister is an RPG-like adventure game that is not about her, but her sister Sambora, which I'm not going to show the new game because of the fact of it would be... We're just going to pick a random chapter. We're going to go to... Escape, and I will take a look at the comment in a minute. Now this is a horror adventure game, so keep that in mind, and the trophies are relatively easy. I would recommend, when you play the game the first time, play through the game and enjoy it. After you beat the game, you can actually get chapter selection and get any of the trophies you're missing, which it's a good thing they have chapter selection, because there's not one, not two, not three, not four, but to quote Booker T, there's 5 endings for this game. So you will be going through the final stage a lot. So keep that in mind. And I'm going to show off a little bit of the gameplay here. I'm sure the one leaving the comments is Moth, because he's probably watching the basketball game. Oh no. Rosie's left a comment, Doug. Brad said this one didn't take you long, and Moth says Toronto instead of actually asking about the game, because he cares more about the NBA Finals. I don't care about the NBA Finals, because I won the hockey game last night. So I don't care who wins, at least I got the Blues right. So I get to rub that in 45's face.
What? I didn't even make fun of you.
No, but you picked Boston.
Why do I deserve it?
Hey, remember, you made fun of me when Carolina won, so this is just desserts, my friend.
Because you made fun of me for that pick.
Yeah, I know. And this is pretty much what...
You played like 40 clips or something about why I should pick.
Yep, I did, but I got the hockey one right, so I dominate you in hockey this year. And this is pretty much what you do with this game. You just go around and get stuff to work. I'm not showing some of the later levels just because of the fact of I don't want to. Well, I'll just pick a random one. Now, the music in this game is very good for the game. It's actually one of my biggest loves for this. It is very well done and spooky and creepy. And I do love games like this. And the best way I can describe this game, if you have a Nintendo, more specifically you have a Nintendo that's from Japan and one of the top loaders, a game called Sweet Home, which is a kind of like an RPG kind of game where you're trying to escape from a haunted house. This borrows elements from that. Now, there is no battles, but it is, you do have to go around finding shit and getting that done. And hello, Penguin? Penguin's taking Golden State, and I know Mr. 45 picked Toronto because he wanted to see Toronto finally win a championship.
No, I picked Warriors.
Oh, you picked the Warriors too? Okay, I didn't. I couldn't remember who you picked because it's been so long. But look at this.
I picked Warriors, but I wanted either to win.
Neither to win. With this game, you know, like I said, it borrows stuff from Sweet Home, and the trophy list itself is very easy. Granted, there are a few things I would recommend if you're going to use a walkthrough, because some of the trophies kind of don't explain how to unlock them. Some of them you actually have to do a little bit of digging, or actually remember things. And I will say this with the ending. For 2 of the endings, you will need to know a name. I'm not going to do that because I want you to play the game first and get one of the other 3 endings. 1 second. Get a new headset eventually. Something to put on the list for after too many games. With this... Oh... ESPN, go away. Charlie's not a true man of culture. Well, we shall see. The music's very well done. The controls are very easy. You just move with the left analog stick. You do use X to select things. And you bring up triangle and... Oh, that was stupid. You bring up triangle and do that. And circle is your run button. Now overall, with the trophy list, getting back to that, relatively about when you're playing the game for the first time, you'll probably unlock about, let's see, I had about like 75% of the trophies unlocked. So, you pretty much, if you know what you're doing, and some of them you can actually figure out on your own, others are kind of hidden. One thing I will say that's bad about this, it is all reading cutscenes, well, subtext. But again, it's done that for a reason because it pays homage to the old Nintendo games of that time, as you can see even with the artwork. Which the artwork is beautifully done, in my opinion. And it does do a good job of scares. There's actually a trophy in particular, and I will show you how to. Well, I won't show you how to get that trophy because I want you to be surprised if you get this. But definitely recommend a walkthrough for the second playthrough with chapter selection available. Overall, with this game, it is a very fun, kind of short but not long game. Kind of, you can beat the game probably within about an hour or so. But going back, getting all the trophies and getting the 5 endings will take you a little bit, particularly if you're not using a guide. Because 2 of those endings, you don't even get a clue how to get them unless you actually, A, paid attention to the whole game, or B, you somehow got lucky as all hell. But overall, with this game, the trophy list, I'm going to give it about a 1.5 out of 5. It is not that hard if you have a walkthrough. If you're not using a walkthrough, it would be about a 2. But you shouldn't really have an issue. The game itself, which I'm going to go back to 2 reviews I've done already this week. Of course, we know I reviewed the one puzzle game, Neon Junctions, which I gave a very great review, and I actually applauded that. But remember, there was a horror game I reviewed called Back in 1995, which I gave a 1 out of 5, saying while I do appreciate what they were trying to do and paying homage to Silent Hill and Resident Evil, it's just too much things wrong. This game, on the other hand, does everything right. The controls are beautiful, the soundtrack is great, the multiple endings, there's a bad ending, there's 2 middle of the road endings, a great ending, and then the middle finger ending, which pretty much means you fucked. My big sister, overall, gets something I don't hand out too often in life. It gets a 5 out of 5. It's one of the best games you can buy cheap. It is available in the PlayStation Store for about $5-6. So I definitely would recommend getting this. Now, of course, let me know in the comment section below if you have picked this up and platinum it yourself. And do you like games like this that pay homage to some of the older franchises? Let me know what you think. And until next time, which will be in a few minutes when I load up Mortal Kombat 11, hope to see you real soon, and see you next time.